I told our coaches I was so proud of them. They didn't leave not one stone unturned this summer and this spring. We went out and got some kids we felt like was going to improve our roster, and I think we did that. And so now we've got a lot of competition at every level, and now we're going to let them go compete, and we'll see who wins it. But yeah, almost every position is going to be a lot of competition. That's good for our football. What we did, we try to put a veteran guy or a guy who knows our system at each position, and then maybe put a young guy or a new guy. And that way he can sort of teach him as we go through these first 4 days. What we're trying to do is get player 1 to player 20 caught up on our systems. And if we can do that, then I feel very comfortable coming out of this week and having a successful camp. But we've got to make sure every player has a chance to go show what they can do. And the only way they can do that is if they know the sound part of our system and the fundamental part of our system. So that's what we're trying to get done today or this week. Well, the camp, I've told them, I've sort of outlined it. The success of our camp depends on, I think, 3 phases. The first phase is, again, try to get everybody caught up on our terminology, offensively, defensively, special teams, get that base of knowledge built between all our players, especially these new guys. And then next week, I think it's all about execution. We're going to really hone in on our execution and be at a very high level by the end of the second week. And then the third week, we'll start prepping for the season. We'll start determining what each person's role is. And I think that's a big key for this football team because there's so many new guys. There'll be so much competition. But then about that third week, we're going to start identifying the roles that they need to take ownership in. And if they're willing to take ownership in those roles, then I feel very comfortable. Then we'll come out of here and start the season with a great success. Well, I think the 2 veterans, the 2 guys that's had some experience is Roland Rivers, naturally a kid we think's got a lot of potential here. Adam Robles is a kid that we brought in from the University of South Florida. We're going to let them 2 basically are going to start out really on the same level, competing for the job. We feel both of them have a lot of capabilities, very physically gifted, both of them. And so we'll see how that goes. I got a young freshman, Rogan Wells, that we recruited out of South Carolina. We feel that has a lot of potential. I would love to redshirt him, but we'll see how he comes along and what he demands as far as playing time. And then we got Caleb Cox out of Union County down here in Lake Butler, Florida. And we have Bryce Jenkins out of West Nassau. Those 2 guys are going to give us some depth, and we'll see how they participate. But they're young, they're freshmen, and we'll see how it goes from there.